There aren't many things I love more than soups and stews. They're so versatile and easy to make. You can put pretty much anything you like in them, if it's veggies, some sort of protein, and if the dish works with noodles, so it is an absolute winner. Today we're making a dish inspired by the Korean classic Budae Jjigae, which is a Korean army stew. Like any other dish, I will make it in a way to suit my preferences, diet, ingredients. And like the original, I will use simple ingredients to create something special. And just as importantly, it will be easy and pretty quick, under 30 minutes. As for the ingredients, so for veggies, we'll have zucchini, radishes, mushrooms. Here I have champignons and shiitake mushrooms. We have bok choy, scallions, carrots. For protein, I have edamame, firm tofu, silken tofu, really like this type. Oh, and I also have halved red onion. It will probably work better with a white onion, but I had a red already, so thought I should use it. And for noodles, we have oda noodles, and I also have this shirataki nuts, just konjac noodles tied in knots. So all of this is going to the stew. I'm starting by chopping all the vegetables. I like to cut everything into medium small pieces because they soak up more of the broth this way. We also want the vegetables to cook fairly quickly without having to saute them first. One of the best things about this stew is how customizable it is. Feel free to swap, add or leave out any vegetables based on what you like or simply what you already have at home. For the scallions, I separate the white and green parts. I add the green tops later in the cooking process. Adding a small amount of sesame oil to the bottom of the pot lets its nutty aroma infuse the broth as it heats up. It also coats the vegetables, adding richness and helping round out the flavors. I especially love using bok choy here because it stays slightly crisp and adds a juicy texture and a unique flavor to the stew. For the protein, I like using both firm tofu and silken tofu. They're soft, comforting, and absorb the broth beautifully. Personally, I don't think they need to be fried first. They're absolutely delicious as they are. You have to try it. If you'd rather avoid soy, you can use vegan sausages, beans, or even seitan instead. I'm also adding edamame, which gives the stew even more protein. I arrange everything so the bottom of the pan is completely covered and everything sits nice and snug. That helps keep all the ingredients submerged in the broth, and it also means I don't have to add extra water if it's not necessary. The less diluted the broth is, the more flavorful the stew will be. The broth itself is really simple. I'm using low sodium soy sauce, but regular soy sauce or tamari works just as well. If you don't use soy, you can switch to cocoa aminos, hoisin, or another soy-free alternative you like to use. I had some vegan oyster sauce on hand, so I added a little of that as well, but you can totally skip it. I like my broth to be salty, tangy, slightly sweet, and just a little spicy. Then I pour in hot water and stir everything together until it's well combined. I poured the broth into the pan and I actually turned the heat on about 2 minutes ago so it would come to a boil as quickly as possible. We want to make this stew cook fast. Gently press the vegetables down so they submerge in the broth as much as possible, then cover the pan. Meanwhile, I'm making a simple thickener. Even if you skip this step, the stew will still be delicious, but I like adding a little extra umami and giving the broth a slightly thicker texture. I'm simply mixing miso and arrowroot powder with hot water. I'll add it once the stew is finished cooking and off the heat. Once the stew comes to a boil and has cooked for about 5 minutes, I add the noodles. Pretty much any noodles will work, but quick cooking ones are definitely the best choice. At the same time, I gently add the silken tofu so it can soak up all those delicious flavors. Then I scatter the bok choy leaves and the green parts of the green onions over the top, cover the pan again and let everything cook until the noodles are ready. You can leave the lid halfway through and gently move them around if you want them to cook more evenly. Once it's done, I take the pan off the heat, add the thickener, and give everything a gentle stir. Like to mix it a little bit without touching the silken tofu. Oops. Oops. First of all, the broth. Wow, a little bit spicy. What I love about udon and ramen noodles, they are pretty hard to mess up. So when you see they lost their shape, and you can pretty much do or move them however you want, so you know they're cooked, they're ready. Taste the nuts. It is really brilliant because they're so similar to shrimps and so cute. Yeah, everything is so flavorful. I love it. Taste the mushroom. So good. I want to slurp every bit of it. It's really amazing how simple and creative it can be. You can use up whatever ingredient you want to use, vegetables and the protein types, and everything is blended to this amazing tasteful stew. And I really hope you enjoy this video and will give a try to this stew. See you very soon in the next video. And although it's a pretty sunny day here in Berlin and we had a few days of rain, and today I made a stew and it's pretty hot out there, I still gonna enjoy it. And thank you for watching. See you soon.